Hi, do you have some really tight lower back pain, maybe hip pain, and even hip flexors from all the sitting and the tension we're going through? If so, I have a 23-minute on the floor gentle somatic stretch flow that you are going to love. It's so relaxing and it will really release all those tight muscles and help you to feel better. Hi, I'm Renee McLaughlin, gentle somatic stretch and somatic movement educator. Can't wait to share this with you. Now, before we begin, make sure that you have a nice soft surface, either carpet or a mat, maybe even some pillows that you can help support yourself. Before we get started, I'd just like to ask you to go down, subscribe to my channel, and ding the bell so you get notification when I upload more and more of these gentle somatic stretch classes to help you look and feel absolutely fabulous. And now, grab your mat and your pillows and let's get started. All right, so however you can roll down safely and just relax here for a second. So these are done again really slowly, especially the release. It can be almost mind numbing how slow it is, but it's in that slowness. And you shut your eyes where you're really going to get the best amount of release, okay? Because what we're doing is not stretching, we're releasing and we're repatterning that brain. So when I say completely relax, it's really important that you check in and completely relax. Otherwise, the brain continues to hold tension there. That's why I say that. All right, so our feet are right under our hips. Upper body relaxes here. And so I want you to begin. We're going to do the arch and flatten and then the arch, flatten, and curl. Let's just do arch and flatten first, then we'll add the curl. So taking a deep belly breath, go ahead and inhale into your belly. And as that belly expands, you're going to roll the tailbone down to the floor. So inhale. Big belly breath, allow that big arch in the lower back. So you actually feel the tailbone there. Allow the chin to tuck. It will automatically. Shoulders will tend to lift. And now super slowly, let's do it to the count of 10. I want you to super slowly begin to release, exhaling all the way back just to neutral. So let's say that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now you should be completely neutral, however you would normally be. I'm going to do that one more time. The more that you do it, the looser it's going to get. So let's do another deep inhale into the belly. And allow that tailbone to roll down on the ground. You can even gently press it if you're not sure. And super slowly exhale, count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax there. Now we're going to do the flatten. So with the flatten, you do the inhale before the move. So go ahead and inhale deep into the belly again. Exhale and flatten that lower back. So you're flattening. You almost want to feel like a hollowing underneath the rib cage. So you're pressing it down, no airspace, and super slowly release to neutral. You don't have to worry about the breath, normal breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be there, and relax. Good. Let's do that one more time. Same thing. Inhale into the belly. Big belly breath. Exhale. And you're flattening. Really feeling no airspace under there. Hollowing. Good. Pressing it down. And now to the count of 5. Back to neutral. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now let go of all tension. Now we're going to take the hands behind the head. So you can intertwine the fingers if that feels good, or just on either side, allowing the elbows to be out at the sides. And before we begin this, it's always helpful to notice where your elbows are and your shoulders towards the ground. So they should probably lifted. We're going to go first into the arch to neutral, and then with the flatten, you'll flatten and bring the elbows up. So let's begin with our arch again. Inhale into the belly, roll it out. Arching, noticing how the chin tucks. You'll find that the elbows probably lift and the shoulders. That's fine. Allow the upper back to do what it's going to do. Super slowly release to neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be neutral and relax. Excellent. So on this next one, we're going to flatten. And when you flatten, once the back's flat, you're going to bring your elbows up to hug the head. And then you're going to lift upper shoulders and head. And I'll talk you through that. So let's do our inhale first. Exhale, flatten the back, elbows hug, chin tucks down towards the chest, and you allow the head and shoulders to lift to wherever it's comfortable. So now you're looking up, all your front muscles are engaged, and super slowly release. So you're releasing the back to neutral as you drop the head and shoulders, keeping the elbows hugging. Same tempo. And once that back is neutral again, head is down, relax. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, I want you to hug those elbows in towards each other. Shoulders, squeeze them up off the floor. And now super slowly, you're going to allow the elbows to come back out to the sides. And when that happens, the shoulders will automatically drop. See how slowly you can go to open this. So not only are we working in the lower body, we're also working in the upper body. Now, as those elbows and the shoulders get close to the floor, don't just allow them to drop. Release them all the way to where you can. And then once you're there, relax everything. Nice. We're going to do that whole thing one more time. Notice where the elbows and the shoulders are at this point. Here we go with our arch. Inhale into the belly as you allow the tailbone to roll under. Chin tucks, elbows lift a little bit, and slowly exhale, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Completely relax. Good. Now here we go with the flatten and the curl. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, flatten, elbows hug, chin tucks and tips up. Good, and notice if maybe you're able to go a little higher with no pressure. And super slowly release it down back. Release 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your back should be neutral, head is down. Now inhale. And on the exhale, squeeze those elbows in towards each other, shoulders away, and allow them to slowly release back out to the sides. Good. Going as slowly as you can. Again, you'll see how the body, when it gets close to the bottom, just wants to drop. But that's where the juice is. You want to really allow them to release all the way down. And then just completely relax. And take a notice of where those elbows and shoulders are. Probably you're much more open there. And then you can allow the arms to draw down to your sides. Wherever it's comfortable, if palms up feels good. Now we're going to do something called hip slides. So you're going to take, I'm going to start with the right hip. And I just want you to take the hip up. There it goes. I'm moving some energy. I'm yawning here. Take that right hip, and I just want you to start to slide it up towards your armpit, just to wherever it's comfortable. So what we're doing with this is we're contracting on that side. The opposite side is lengthening. Now the head will automatically want to move over towards the side that's contracting. Allow it to. And then super slowly release that hip back to neutral. When you get to the neutral place, you know the drill, completely relax. And now we're going to slide the left hip up towards the armpit. Head will tend to tip that way. Now for some of you, you may feel this, for others not, but you know it's very similar to our side release. But this way it's just on that hip. And slowly bring it right back to neutral and relax. Now we're going to alternate. Let's go right hip again. Slide the right hip up towards the pit. And release that hip all the way back to neutral and relax. Left hip, slide it up towards the pit. And release it back to neutral. So you can always do those a few more times, relax. I'm going to move on from that one. So now we're going to do a hip lift. So we're going to start on that right leg. I want you to, I like to kind of use my heel, my right heel, to press down a little bit to allow that right hip to lift off the ground. Now the knee is drawing down towards your foot. So the knee draws down, the hip lifts, and you might notice how you can feel the other hip on the ground. And then slowly allow that hip to come all the way back down and completely relax. Now we're going to do the left hip, pressing the heel in the ground. Knee draws down towards the foot so the knee does not go out to the side. Allowing that hip to lift, which will automatically drop the other one. And slowly drop it down to neutral. And relax. Opposite side. Press that heel in and lift the right hip. And allow it to draw down. And relax. And the left hip. Let it come up. And slowly drop it down. And relax. Good work. Now, if it's comfortable to you and you can bring your knees in for some little rocks and some little lower back massage do, or whatever you need. If that doesn't work for you, you can do your side to sides. Just kind of feeling how that might have released it a bit, hopefully. Now we're going to do the hip rotators. So with this one, you're going to put your feet back, hip width apart. Good. And I want you to take your right foot and put it right next to your left foot. And I want you to take that right leg and allow it to open up to the side about 2/3 of the way. Putting that right hand there on the groin just so you can kind of get a sense of the muscles. And I want you to lift that knee up about 2 inches and pause. And allow it to release down about 3 inches and stop. And you're going to bring it up another inch or 2 and pause. And allow it to open out a couple inches. And pause. And bring it up 2 inches. And allow it to open back down about 3 inches. So each time you're going a little bit further, pause. Bringing it up, but we're not trying to get into a stretch. This is a release. It's not a stretch. So don't worry if you're not feeling a stretch, because that's not what it should be. And then allow it to draw down another few inches. If you happen to be close to the floor at this point, just, really go slowly with it. And then allow the leg to open all the way. If you can, if that's painful, stop wherever you need to. And then just allow that leg to straighten down in front of you. It's always nice then to draw the other one down too, so you can get a sense of the difference. Typically on this one, you can really feel a difference, that leg is much more open up in that groin than the other one. And let's go ahead and bend those legs back up again, hip width apart to start. And then take the left foot and put it right next to the right foot. And we'll do the same thing. Allow that knee to open out about 2/3 of the way. Hand on the groin, pause. Bring the knee up a couple inches and pause. Now allow it to draw down a little further than it was to start, and pause. And then bring it up an inch and pause. And allow it to open back out about 2 to 3 inches and pause. And let's bring it up again a little bit. And allow it to draw down a few more inches. And just pause there. Good. Now, if it's comfortable enough, you can allow it to open out to the side and then draw it straight down and bring the other one down again, just to feel how that is. How that feels. So those are the inner hip rotators. Now we're going to do the outer hip rotators. You know what? I'm going to do it a different way this time, since I did it first with you, Greta. So let's bring the legs back up to where they were, hip width apart. I want you to take your right leg, cross it over the left at the knee. Bringing your hands down, low V, palms up. And now just allow your legs to come over to the side, to the right, to wherever they're ready to go. Just allow the upper body to move if it needs to, just to wherever they're going to go. Don't force it, just wherever it is, it's fine. Notice. And then you can use your abs if you need to. You can even put your hand there to connect to it and bring those legs back up again to the starting point. Let's draw them down one more time. Same thing. Over to the right. Again, allow the upper body to move as it wants to. And bring it back up again. Excellent. Now I want you to uncross the legs. Bring the arms right up in front of you, in front of the shoulders. Nice. Now, keeping the palms together and the elbows straight, I want you to allow those arms to go over to the left, opposite the way we did the legs, and only take them to where you can keep the palms together and the elbows straight. Even if it's not very far, it doesn't matter where it is, that's just what you're doing. And then bring it straight back up and relax there. Do it one more time. Same thing, palms together, elbows straight. Take them over to wherever they're ready to go. And bring them right back to the center. Beautiful. Drop those arms down to your side like you had them. Take the right leg again back over the left. And allow those legs to draw over to the right, again to wherever they're ready to go. And just see if you got a little bit more out of that, a little more rotation. And bring it all the way back up. And uncross. And we'll go to the other side. Left leg over the right. Allow the legs to draw over to the left. Again, only to where it's comfortable. Okay, if you start to feel something in there that's not comfortable, you stop. Good. And bring those legs back up to the starting point. Great. Let's do it again. Bring them on over to the left. And bring them back up again. Nice. Uncross them, keeping them hip width apart. Bringing those arms back up again. Palms together, straight arms, and allow those arms to go over to the right this time. Yep, your head can follow it, only going to where palms stay together, elbows are straight. No bend in the elbows. Keep those elbows straight in there. And then bring them back. Again, don't try to take them anywhere. It's wherever they want to go, keeping the palms together and the elbows straight. And one more time, over to the right with the arms. Good. And then bring them all the way back. And drop the arms down again, low V. Left leg over the right. And let those legs draw you over to the left. And just see how far you got. And what you might be feeling. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? But it really shows you how the whole body, that torso works together. So go ahead and bring them back up. So as you release the shoulders and the upper body, you get a little bit more out of the lower. Let's uncross. Go ahead and do your wiggles or your lower back stretches before we do the final move on this, which is going to be working that psoas. And release. Good work. Dropping the legs down. I have to remember this one now. How do we do it? That's right. Okay. All right. So now we're going to release the psoas muscle. Now, those are the hip flexors. Those are the muscles that attach to the top of the leg, back to the back of the spine, that allow you to lift your legs. Okay. So those are challenging. They're tough. So I'm going to do these in 3 stages, but I really want you to listen to your body. You don't want to go to the next level until you can do the first level. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. I want you to go ahead and we're going to start with the right. Take your right arm behind your right head. Elbow is out wide. Good. So the first thing you want to do is inhale. I want you to flatten that back. Feel the really straight, flat back. It's important to keep that back flat. Good. Now with that flat back, I want you to just lift the leg a couple inches, keep the same angle, and lift the upper body. So you're just lifting to there. Good. Now press that lower back. Here's the drill. You have to be able to keep that back flat as you slowly let the leg and the upper body drop down. All the way. Keep pressing that lower back, pressing that lower back, pressing that lower back, all the way to the ground. And then relax. Good. Now, if that was challenging, and for most of us that's challenging, keep it there. If you found that you were able to drop the leg all the way with flat back, you can straighten it out a little bit, which I will, but please don't if you can't. So let's inhale. Exhale, flatten the back, lift the leg and the upper body. Doesn't have to be high, a couple inches. Good. Press that lower back and slowly drop the leg and the upper body, flattening, 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 keeping it flat the whole time. And once you get all the way to the bottom, you can let it go. Good. Now, if that was challenging, you can straighten the leg. I'm going to keep mine slightly bent. So let's go one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Strong flatten. Lift upper body and leg. And slowly let it drop. Slow. Keep pressing lower back. Press that lower back. Slow, 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 slow. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Keep pressing it. and then relax. Nice. Let's switch sides. That arm goes down the other one. We're going to start up in the first level. Good work, you guys. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, flatten and lift the leg and the arm. Again, doesn't have to be high. Keep pressing that lower back flat as you slowly lower, pressing it on both sides, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Pressing, 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 and relax. Good. Here we go again. You ready? Inhale. Exhale, press lower back, lifting the head and the leg, and keeping that press of the lower back, you're lowering. Slow, 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 slow. And once you get there, you can release. Beautiful. And I'm going to go one more time, 3 times the charm. You ready? Inhale. Exhale, flatten, lift leg and upper back, and slowly press down. Oh, Mary, you're going too fast. If you can go slower. Press, 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 lower back. Press, 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 press. Once you're there, relax. Yes, and do those little sides. So that psoas release is very powerful. And especially if you notice when you were dropping your leg at all, pressing that lower back, if you have a lot of shaking, that just shows you where that sensory motor amnesia is and should be really a good thing. So I'm going to stop this one here, roll over on the side. This is for me. You guys don't have to. And you can always come up and just do a little butterfly stretch to really notice how it is. So I hope that that is